that Friday morning train from Wilder, Kentucky at Bobby Mackeys' place. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And here we go. April the 9th, 2021, and we truly shall never pass this way again. And now let's ride that Friday morning train, house. How'd it sound?
You're good.
Thank you. I'll just put them right there. Thank you. Nope. Not yet. I'll tell you about 15 minutes.
An extra board man, he was a brakeman on the railroad back when they had the old liners, and he has a niece in Saddle Saw, Oklahoma, and he said she used to dance in a place where they had a pole, and the old engineer said, son, you need to give me that phone number. Certainly you do. You tuned into the I-20 Minden Morning Show from Wilder, Kentucky, and we're going to get wild and wilder today. Yes, we are. Got a couple of legends here with me. Johnny Angel.
He said he can't hear me.
Are you talking now?
And of course, the rooster has crowed on 104.5 FM KBEF radio. We're here at Bobby Mackeys' place, the All-American Honky Tonk in Wilder, Kentucky on Lincoln Pike Road. And of course, this is the Friday morning edition. And we've got people checking in, got a little technical difficulty. We're working on that. Hopefully we'll get it straightened out here as airtime is near. The old rooster has crowed one more time. America's Honky Tonk, and I've got some very special guests. I've got Claude Gray as our guest DJ and Anita Mackey as our guest DJ. Say good morning to everybody.
Good morning out there. Welcome to Wilder, Kentucky. We're so proud to be here to broadcast from America's Honky Tonk. Claude, sitting here by a legend. I just can't believe this. I really can't
I'm
believe
only
it.
a legend when you compare in years. I've been around.
Stay close to that mic for me. We've got people checking in, and of course, Johnny Angel said he couldn't hear us, but Bruce Blake is hearing us loud and clear. And my goodness gracious, Bruce said, I can hear you loud and clear. Got the chill buddies that checked in. Billy Bowles said, we are hearing you. And we're here live inside America's Honky Tonk this morning. And of course, we've got the big Claude Gray show going to be Saturday night, and of course we'll be on stage. We've got Tom Winkler of WAIF Radio and Ray Cummins on here with us, and we're going to get about the business of saying hello to the people that get up so early in the morning to tune into this show. And so go over that list for us, Anita.
Well, let's thank the sponsors of KBEF Radio first. Mark Shereen. We got Red Line Roofing, Red River
Chevrolet,
Carter Credit Union, AJ Price Tire Company, Hercules LLC, and this great Super S Food and Fuel.
that's one that you did the ad for, and you sound great on that too,
Yeah,
by the way.
it makes my husband hungry.
It's great.
We got BNS Home Centers. And we're going to say good morning to Ralph, Carlisle, and Betty in Bridge City, Louisiana.
And Bridge City, that's down close to New Orleans. Claude, have you been down there?
I don't think so.
Well, I know you've been. Do you have any old girlfriends in New Orleans that you can remember?
I've never had any girl.
Oh, he's straight to point that out. You know, Bridget's asleep, she won't know.
No, but the truth is, I've never had any girl. Most places I've never had a girlfriend.
We want to say hello to your lovely sister, and she's in South Carolina. What town does she live in over there?
Now you've got me, nothing. Can't remember the town.
Well, tell her her name.
My sister is Belton Morris.
Miss Belton Morris, we love to tease Claude. We've known him a long time, and we just, we don't mean any harm to saying any of those things. Actually, folks, those of you who haven't met Claude personally, he is a true Southern gentleman. He truly is. And we love him to death, and we're honored to be in your presence, sir.
Well, bless your thing, and I'm honored to be in yours too.
Well,
Anita here.
Yeah.
Tom Winkler from
You betcha.
AIF. I had an interview with him about 2 months ago.
Yeah, sure did.
In Cincinnati.
And we're excited about a lot of things. Anita's got a new single coming out too, you know, and it's going to be premiering. Tell them about Billy Bowles' thing there.
Yeah, Billy Bowles, he's 11 years on KSSL Swing Country, and he's gonna premiere that on his show at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning.
At 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, and that's KSSLFM.com to catch that. And we've got so many things to talk about here. This is a great place, and for all of you that wanted to see Claude Gray here in the tri-state area, you truckers, we do have truck parking out there, and we're gonna be rip roaring in this place, Tom Winkler, tonight actually for a while there too, you know. So it's just gonna be a weekend party, and we've got Ray Cummins here this morning, and got some more folks. Let me swap the list with you for just a moment, Anita. Got some more folks. My sister June is listening. Say hello to June.
Hi, June.
Good morning, June.
And got an old trucker, Mr. Leon Timmons checked in. He's in Sand Springs, Oklahoma. That was around 3:30 a.m. this morning. Don Vance in Henrietta, Oklahoma. And our old buddy Tom Allen Reynolds with WIOX Radio. And Tom Mullally and Patricia Causey is a prison guard at the Wade, Louisiana State Penitentiary in Homer, Louisiana. And she's on her way home this morning. And let's swap this back again. And we've got a gentleman in here, Ray Cummins is in the house. And Bobby and Dennis Hensley said, we got a guitar guy, you just gotta meet. And the last time we were up here with Justin Trevino, we got to meet Ray, and I've got some of his music, and he is, look, Claude, Anita, when Chet Atkins was alive, Ray didn't have to call the secretary and say, ask if I can come back. Can I make an appointment? He just went on back where they were. And if he didn't have a guitar Tom in his hand, whenever he walked back there, they'd put one in there. And we've got Bobby's secret agent weapon over there. He says Bobby's secret weapon. He's got the whole thing covered. I want to say good morning to Matt and thank Matt. He's the guy that puts all of this together and helps make things happen here. And we got some community coffee, by the way. Did you get your cup?
I'm having some right here.
We got some great stuff.
Does it have chicory in it?
Well, I don't know if this is chicory blend. I think this is just the cafe special. But we're going to call on our friend Ray Cummins to do our instrumental portion. We like to salute all of the great pickers and musicians that make the singers sound good. So this thing is called Cascade, and I'm telling you, he is a classic player. Here we go. This is Ray Cummins. Get with it, host. Called Cascade. We've got people checking in with us, and there's no way in the world that we've got all three mics off, and so there's no way in the world that you can hurt us with those mics off. We didn't say anything naughty, did we?
No.
And if we did, we'll get called down there, you know.
Oh, we're not that kind.
Well, we're not that kind anyway. Boy,
You never do that.
you know, I use a lot of profanity, and I shouldn't, but you know, you're a gentleman. I've never heard you use too much of it. Really have.
Well.
Maybe we should ask Bridget.
No, I don't. Bridget's listening.
You know
Good
what?
morning, Bridget. Good morning.
Bridget is sound asleep, and I said, are you gonna come over there? I told Sharon, are you gonna get up and come? Wow! She used a little profanity. She was like that old tomcat. So I got my coat and eased on out of the room. You know.
I tell you, Bridget, she gets up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
I'm telling you. I'm leading into a leeway of a song here when I talked about how clean mouth you are there. You know, you notice I didn't say smooth mouth. I just said clean mouth because you are the cleanest man in Cincinnati. You are, my boy. Here we go. There's no way that they should be here now. All the mics are on. Well, from America's Honky Tonk, that's the boss man, Bobby Mackey. And, well, you know, the technical problems when all of this stuff works as it's designed to, it's great. And when it doesn't, it'll make you pull your confounded hair out. And I ordered that down, Anita, just for you. People are hearing us, and it defies, I've got, Claude was once in radio, and I'm always proud to know that you and I, many years later, worked for Carl Fitzgerald, and you were in the Reading, Mississippi radio as well. And I'm honored to try to follow in your footsteps, but there's some tall footsteps, my boy. And so we got all kind of, something like Johnny Angel, there is something bypassing the mic. Well, I guess it is, but I hadn't got it figured out. I don't know what's going on with it. So we'll just have to, we'll have to be quiet and not engage in a lot of conversation, I guess, while the music's playing because they're hearing us all the time. And there's no telling what since Anita's been sitting here, I've toned down the record quite a bit, you know.
Thank you.
I'm trying to learn to be a gentleman like you are, like you and Tom and our friend Ray over here. And so anyway, folks, we're glad you're tuned in. And you know, we're doing this broadcast live up here. This is a Rodecaster Pro board. And I was telling Tom Winkler, you can actually go to England. And did we say good morning to Julianne?
Julianne, we did not. Good morning, Julianne in England.
She's way over yonder somewhere in England. And Steve Markworth's listening this morning, and Kent Gill, Bruce, and Gina Max, of course, and my sister, we mentioned her. And all the folks in general, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, and wherever you are. And I appreciate you being tuned in to the I-20 Morning Show. And we're going to be in Lamar's, Iowa. Claude, do you have those dates on that?
I think that's, starts about August 26th to the end of the month.
And of course, Anita Mackey and Bobby Mackey are going to be up there with us. And we may even bring Justin Trevino along.
Oh, I think so.
Might bring him along for a ride.
Sherwood Linton.
And Sherwood Linton's going to be there. Angie Singer and his wife Pound's going to be there.
Right.
And Sherwood's a great artist. And of course, we're going to have Donna Cunningham and Lisa Lane and Boo Miller. They're going to be there.
And Roger and Sharon Kennison.
Absolutely. And you know, by the way, I've got a new song from Justin coming up. I've got who put the Western in Western Swing? Well, Bob Wills and well, Milton Brown did. And Steve Martin wrote a song about that. We've got the big festival there. Let's see, that's going to be the Western Swing Festival, the 11th, 12th, and 13th, the birthplace of Western Swing music in Fort Worth, Texas. And it's going to be out there in National Hall. And of course, Bobby Mackey and Anita will be up there too, appearing on Justin Trevino's show, and as well as with Lisa Lane and Boo Miller. And so we appreciate all of you folks tuning in. And they put the Western and Western Swing, and here we go. We can get it rolling. Yes, indeed. Well, I think maybe we may be fixed up, and of course, we're on 104.5 FM KBEF radio. We've got Mark Serene, the cyberspace cowboy. Yeah. And what do you think, Mark? Or you think we're pull it down? Okay. What I need to know is I want to turn the mics off and then try to talk, and you tell me then. Okay, Mark, can we do that?
Well, I can't listen to the script too, so that's the problem.
Okay. Well, we've got people from all over the world checking in with us, telling us they can hear us, and I told everybody sitting around the table, this is impossible. I've got the slides pulled down and the mic's off, but we went in there and fixed that. So do you think it's fixed now? It's got, you think that'll take care of it, Mark?
Pull your mic fingers down just a little bit, it's still a little hot.
Just a little bit hot? Okay.
Let me see your finger while you're talking.
Okay, that should be a little bit better right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Down the sweet spot.
Okay, maybe that'll take care of it.
I'll text you back and let you know just.
Okay, if you hear us again, then let us know. That's Mark Serene, the station owner, and of course, we've got a bunch of technical experts out there this morning, and I appreciate you folks so much because I depend on you. Give us a little knowledge about the song music because it played on the network even this morning. Tell us a little bit about it. Talk to me.
Well, okay, it's my new single, and it's on our little label, Sunrise Records. And I came up with the idea about a year or two ago. Then I gave the idea to a friend of mine, Laura Tyson, and she came up with the words and wrote it in about a week, and I recorded it. And
Okay.
so far it's looking pretty good. It's number 2 on the
It's
national
doing
indie record.
real well, and I want to stop you for just a moment. We're going to go back into a song by Lisa here that we did, but I want to talk to Anita for just a minute. You know, I need something, after going through all of that problem with the mic, Ray Cummins, Tom Winkler, I believe I need something stronger than community coffee in that cup this morning. And it was just, Anita, it was defying everything about me. You've got sliders pulled down, and you've got your mic button's off and people are still hearing us. Did I say anything bad, Tom?
No, you're good, you're good.
Anita, you've got a new song coming out and I can't wait to play it. Under Your Spell again.
Yes,
Tell us about it.
I can't wait either. I've loved this song for as long as I can remember, and I've always wanted to sing it. And when I started singing with my dad again, I said, I want to do that song. And I wanted the Buck Don Rich harmony, and I got that out of Lisa Lane. It is absolutely exactly what I wanted. And Lisa, if you're listening, you did a fantastic job along with Boo Miller on steel. It's exactly what I wanted, and I can't wait for everybody to hear it.
It's a great song. I've heard, I got a little cheat hearing of it this morning. We cheated a little bit. We got Bobby to pull it up on the iPhone. Justin Trevino's got a song we're going to be playing. We're premiering it on this show this morning. Justin did an entire album with Sharon Kinniston, and it's great. And our internet is running kind of slow this morning, but we're going to roll into one and we're going to test our mic again. Now, folks, now's the time to tell me I'm fixing to cut this mic off, and we're going to be talking, and I'm going to watch what I say too, by the way, Ray. I'm going to be very, very, Ray Cummins sitting in here, Tom Winkler, and Bobby's secret agent out there, RJ, and we got old Bobby Hayes in the house too, my boy. How are you? Let's give old Bobby a hand. Hey, awesome. And you know, we got a hen cackling somewhere. Well, I don't hear it cackling. It's supposed to cackle. Uh-oh, the hen is on break, I guess. Oh, well, so much for that. It's just laying an egg. This song, I Fall to Pieces, that we're about to play, is by very young Lisa Lane, and she was on Claude Gray's show. This was supposed to be a televised thing that they did in Dallas. It was going to be televised at the Radisson Hotel, and this CD was erected out of that television show that was due to be broadcast in the Dallas market.
Right.
And Billy Bowl said this is one of the best versions of I Fall to Pieces that he had ever heard. Here's Lisa Lane this morning. There we go. All right, now let's talk. If you're hearing me talk, for goodness sakes, text me and tell me.
My wife said it was a goose messing around.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, HT, if I may interrupt here for a moment with my hero, Claude Gray here, one of my all-time favorite singers, and I've got an album, my favorite album, and I bought this album the year Anita was born. And I've been waiting all these years to get you to autograph it. Would you do me the honors?
Oh, absolutely.
My favorite album, Claude Gray Sings.
One of the old Decker albums. Let's give him a hand.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'll show you where, turn it over.
There you go.
Sign it right here.
Sign it up there.
Yeah, it'll show up.
You know, when we,
No, it's his.
when I first met Bobby, Anita told him, make a list, Dad, of your top 10 people and give it to HD. And Claude Gray's name was on that list.
Number 6.
And, you know,
Above
yes,
George
exactly.
Jones. I've got the list.
And Bobby's had George Jones and Merle Haggard, and Anita, you remember telling me that George Jones was one of the nicest people that you'd ever met.
Amazing. Yeah, he played here in the 80s. I was probably about 13 or 14, and I'm honored that the people that I got to
Oh, yeah.
see here and play.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I've got pictures of me and George. We did a show, what was it, Stone Valley Barbecue,
Western Barbecue.
Western Barbecue. It was
Western.
outside. It was a great event that we used to be a part of my dad led it every year. And George was there, and we went and got on his bus, and he was so nice. He brought us back in the back, and we were watching TV, and he was talking, and that commercial came on for mustard. It was a little boy, and he was singing, "You Are My Sunshine." That commercial came on, and George said, "Hold on, I love this commercial." But he was just down to earth. He was a great guy, just a great guy.
But I gotta tell you, you know, when it was in 1980, when George Jones was here, and when he was first introduced to the stage, I got chill bumps, you know. I froze in my tracks. Well, you know what's gonna be at that moment all over again when Claude Gray is introduced on this stage on Saturday night.
Absolutely.
Well, now, Bobby, I've got another singer that's on that top 10 list with you, and she's sitting by me right here. She's got a brand new song that's gonna be coming out on Billy Bull's Swinging Country tomorrow morning. Tell them about it.
Yeah, you know, let me tell you, this record is great. She did an old Buck Owens song, Under Your Spell Again. She told me, said, Daddy, I want to record this song. And I said, well, let's do it. I said, but we're going to do it just like the old Buck Owens style. And we got Lisa Lane to sing tenor with us.
She pulled that off. It's
And
amazing.
it kind of makes you, it kind of reminds you of Buck and Don with you and Lisa singing.
That's what we wanted.
And Lou Miller, her husband, played steel on it, and he played just like the old Buck Owens steel.
Absolutely.
Buck come out with that in 1963, originally.
Claude, what do you think about America's Honky Tonk so far? I know it's mighty early for you to be up. Normally, you don't get up till about, all of you rich people get up around 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the evening, right?
Yeah, run that by me one more time.
All of you rich people, you get up about 12 noon or 1 o'clock, and you're up mighty early this morning. What do you think about America's Honky Tonk, Bobby's Place?
I love the place here. I don't know, I'm not one of the rich people.
Would you?
I love the place here.
Would you?
And I think Bobby, more than anything else, makes this place.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Bobby, give him a hand. When Bobby Mackey goes on stage, two things I do. I walk around the edge of the stage and I'm up there just soaking in the steel work that Chuck is doing. Chuck Rich, 30 odd years with Bobby, and then Kenneth and all the rest of the guys, the bass player, the drummer. And the Best Down Band has really, they've got something going on. And Claude, this place is gonna fill up with high heel honeys tonight. If any of you haven't been up to Bobby Mackey's place, then you most certainly, my boy, you're gonna get to see a treat. And you know, if you put those dark sunglasses on, you can look at all of those girls and Bridget will never know.
That's true.
You can do that? You can?
I don't know, she's pretty perceptive.
Well, Bobby puts the dark glasses on, and so that might be what he's doing, or they can't see his eyes, like, look at that, would you?
Yeah, I'd like to say good morning to Denise's pop. Mr. Leonard, he got up early this morning to listen to us. He set his alarm, Denise said, so I got a chance to meet him. My daughter plays basketball. She was playing a game and he came with us to watch her. He's a great guy, so hi, Pop.
Say good morning to your sister again, and we'll get Anita to say good morning to her. Tell us about your sister in South Carolina.
This is Belton Morris, and she lived down in South Carolina. She did live in Kentwood, Louisiana for a long, long time.
Yeah.
She moved over into South Carolina. But she's listening in this morning, I'm pretty sure. She's my only relative I've got that still with us,
How many years are there between you and her?
I'm 4 years older than Belton.
Did you tease her? Were you good to her? Or did you tease her? When you were kids?
Oh, I'm sure I did. Yeah, but she's a smart girl,
Yeah.
and she's well married to folks, her husband and her son's doctor there.
Miss Belton, don't you take any offense, because we mess with Claude all the time, but you've got some nieces and nephews down there around Del Rio, Texas that you've never met. And you may never get to meet them. That's sad. It is.
Now, I wasn't good at it. I really wasn't. They didn't have a border crisis back then. I wasn't good at it.
Border crisis.
Nope.
Bobby, I want you to introduce this song by Claude Gray. It's an old Charlie Pride number, but I think Claude did it better than Charlie.
It's on the album that he just signed for us.
What is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is great, because it's on this album that you
Yes,
just
it is.
autographed for me. But every song on it's great, but, just between you and me, is that it?
Is that what you got lined
Just
up?
between you and me. Every song on this album's great, but this is great too.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We're inside America's Honky Tonk in Wilder, Kentucky. Come on by if you're out there in the tri-state area. And now we've got one by our buddy Ray Cummins jacking his sax this morning.
Right. I'm Tom Winkler from WAIF Radio here this morning at Bobby Mackeys America's Honky Tonk with a good friend of mine, Mr. Ray Cummins. And Ray Cummins is going to be inducted one of the members for the Northern Kentucky Music Legends coming up. Coming up on June the 3rd over in Fort Thomas, Kentucky at the amphitheater. I have been blessed to be the MC for that show for the last 6 years. And I really appreciate that honor. But this is going to be very interesting, very unique for one thing. Ray and I have been sitting here talking this morning off air, and this gentleman has had quite a career, a lot more than what I ever had a chance to realize. But looking forward to it, Ray.
Thank you very much. I want to thank friend Dennis Hensley and Bobby Mackey for recommending me into this Hall of Fame. So it's a great honor. Thank you.
It's well deserved. If you haven't heard Ray Cummins, you need to start searching that, because he is.
I want to get these other DJs. Of course, Tom plays music by Ray Cummins, and not only this, I've known a lot of pickers and musicians in all my days, and Ray is a perfect gentleman, and just does some classy picking. And we're going to talk to the boss in a minute. We're going to get him up to do one maybe tonight or tomorrow night or something.
Yeah, absolutely, anytime. Anytime. He's got to keep them calluses on his fingers working good. He needs to keep picking all he can. He's got to have them calluses.
We've got to have them. Anita's got some folks to say hello to down in Florida this
Well,
morning.
somebody just checked in with HD. Scott and Cindy, they're listening from Florida. We got, we mentioned her before, but Julianne, she checked in again from England, all the way from England. That's amazing. We got Vance and Debbie Monday from St. Joe, Missouri.
That's my steel player. I stole him from Claude Gray. He plays for me. I don't really have a band, but I got a steel player. If I ever have a band, I'll have a steel player.
Yeah, I met Vance down in Boulder City, Louisiana, when we were down there in January, wasn't it?
Yes.
Vance and I were down there playing the show, and met Vance, and he was playing steel on the show. He's a great steel player and a great gentleman.
You bet you he is. And he and Miss Debbie live up in St. Joe. That's on Interstate 29, just north of Kansas City. And Vance Monday and I have a very special connection. WHO Radio, Billy Cole, the guy that made me want to be in radio. And Claude, elaborate on the two great people that were there at WHO Radio, Mike Warrior and Billy Cole.
Right. I knew Mike better than I knew Billy, but I think probably back then, the first people that really started pushing Mike Porter was myself and Bill Anderson.
Yeah, absolutely. And Bill Anderson, the best of friends.
I spent a week at WHO when he was on vacation and did his show for him.
Actually, I had Bill Anderson on the air with me one time, and he said this live on the air. I was on the big FM down there. He said country music radio started to become less popular when guys like Billy Cole and Mike Warrior left planet Earth, and Larry Scott and Frank Page and all of those other great people. Fred Sanders at WMAQ Radio in Chicago. And so just honored to know those guys. Big John Treble's a friend of ours too, WRVA radio fame.
Right.
And he's still on radio doing a daily show up there. Anyway, great people. I've got a song here called What Every Woman Wants to Hear. What can you tell us about that song?
Well, I recorded it, but that's a long time ago. And I can't tell you much about it. I guess it's a prayer song.
Well, I think now, you and Anita, we're having a special meeting this morning about this. We're going to have it at the bar up there after we go off the air, but you and Anita are going to be doing a song together, so you all get together and share some ideals.
Okay, we will. Now this, if you talk about the song you just mentioned, what was the name of it?
What Every Woman Wants to Hear.
It's a decent song. That's the best I can say about it.
My boy, I figure whenever you was young, you said what every woman wants to hear. The tall Texan did some tall traveling. I was going to comment. You still do, my boy. You still got it, folks. Well, it's a great song, and Anita, and we could pull Lisa Lane and Boo Miller in there to do some steel work, and so we want you and Anita Mackey to do a song together.
We will. Now, I'll have to admit, I'll have to bring Bridget in. I have somebody at home named Bridget.
Yeah.
And she's the boss.
She's the boss lady.
We'll have to bring her in on the session. She won't be playing an instrument. But she'll be an advisor if we can put her like that.
Can I talk about my boots?
Absolutely, talk about those boots.
So when we were in Bossier City, I met Claude and Bridget for the first time. The first thing I saw was Bridget had these white boots on. And I think I mentioned that the last time I was on the show with you. And I said, oh, Bridget, I love those boots. So last night we went to Long Nuts. All of us got together, went to Long Nuts. They treated us real well there. And Claude and Bridget walked in and she motioned me over and she said, I got my boots on. I go, you do? She said, and I have a pair for you. She bought me a pair of boots and I have I've got my boots on, Bridget. Thank you so much.
And actually, normally when I do a broadcast, boots come in pretty handy, Tom Winkler. You really need some boots on Bobby Mackey whenever Bobby Hayes, whenever I'm on broadcast, it gets kind of deep sometimes. And there's a lot of agricultural things. Yes, you do. We're inside Bobby Mackey's All-American Honky Tonk. The best down band's going to take the stage. Where's the boss man at? Come over here and tell them what time we're going to start tonight.
We're going to start at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, we'll be on stage, and of course Claude's going to be here jamming with us tonight, but his show will be Saturday night here. But it's just a great weekend, and I'm so proud to have you all here. And don't HD do a great job, everybody.
Yes.
Well, it's one of the things that said something nasty because I thought those mics were off. People started, so I want to thank all of you people that helped me. I just bumped something and now got another mess here, but I want to thank all of you people that, I want to thank all of you people that, I've got a lot of master technicians out there. HD, you're too loud. HD, you've got a mic on. HD, don't clear your throat, you got the mic on. HD, don't do that, so I've got a lot of those folks that help me. G-Max Lane.
I can't even hear you at all.
We can't hear you at all, and sometimes one of them will say, I can't hear you, when they lost their own internet feed on their phone device, and somebody else will say, HD, I can hear you wide open, you know what I'm saying? So,
If I could say something, I would like to say that the HD Ainsworth that you hear on the air is not really the HD Ainsworth that we all know. And in person, off the air, he is one of the most mildest, congenial people I've ever met.
who made you? Somebody bought him off, Denise.
He's one of the best cops that there is down in Louisiana.
There'll be a lot of people that agree with that too.
Well, in all honesty, I wouldn't have had the opportunity, or I had the opportunity, but I don't think I would have gotten into it like I did without HD, because he started playing my dad's our duet that we recorded over 10 years ago. And, I was busy with my kids, and I really was out of the music somewhat. And when you brought that back to life, it inspired me to want to do this again. So that's why I'm
Claude, I've got a very, very honored spot, and I'll never betray the trust of that. And Justin Trevino and Bobby Mackey are my honorary brothers, and they've got 5 honorary sisters. And of course, now I'm an Uncle HD, and Uncle Justin Trevino. So we're just, I'll never betray that very, very hallowed spot that I've got. And we're going to hear this song now. It's called What Every Woman Wants to Hear by the Tall Texan himself. We're inside the America's Honky Tonk. What's the numerical here on Lincoln Pike Road there, Bobby Mackey?
44?
It's 44 Lincoln Pike Road.
44 Lincoln Pike, yeah.
All right, here we go this morning. Here's the tall Texan Claude Gray. I'm waiting on the plug. I think it's got it. Here we go. Well, that ghost got skin, a heartache, and high-heel shoes. Claude Gray, we are live over there.
It sounds like it.
We had to refresh our clean feed, and of course, to make all of this happen, we have a clean feed hookup going to, from the remote broadcast. Actually, I'm inside the BNS Home Center during the weekdays, and it's still a remote broadcast hookup. And of course, this morning we're doing our remote live from the Roadcaster Pro Board here inside Bobby Mackeys Honky Tonk. And I can't say enough good about the Caster Pro Board. But I've got one called Touch My Heart, and all the people, especially Anita, when I play this song by Claude, all the women folks who are weighing in. What can you tell us about, I can tell you one thing about Touch My Heart. You did a better job on it than did Ray Price. I know I just made all the Ray Price people mad.
Oh, that's hard to live up to.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, that's just my opinion, you know, I mean, I like it, it's just a good song.
I think, talking about steel guitars, I think Buddy Emmons is playing on this record, isn't he?
Let's check it out this morning. The Tall Texan, Touch My Heart. There we go.
I love this record.
It's a good one.